Like, I'm just mad. I'm mad because I don't understand why the MAC opened up before Widener. There's absolutely no reason for why that should have happened. I
Mm.
know you're an athlete, Melissa, so I kind of want to hear your perspective on this.
Okay, I do have a reasoning for this, and it's likely because the same time that the MAC opened was when we were allowed to start our practices, like in
Exactly.
conditioning indoors. And so my assumption is that they didn't want to like open up practice and conditioning for just athletes, and they wanted to open it up to the entire student body as well. And so that's why they did both at the same time. Although I don't see why they couldn't have opened up Widener along with it, considering that like Widener, because like they're opening up Cabot Library now, aren't
Hmm.
they? And
Yes.
so I don't see why they're, and maybe they're using it as a test run for Widener. But I don't know. It's just
Well, like,
the timing of it's a little funky.
what does it look like though? Like, I think you said you have practice tomorrow morning. What are practices looking like for athletes at Harvard as you guys are trying to practice all health guidelines?
Obviously mask on at all times. 6 feet apart as your standard social distancing.
Mhm.
The Palmer Dixon is where most of the indoor strength and conditioning happens, and all of the stations are set 6 feet apart, like kind of diagonal. So you diagonally. So you'll have one to the left and the right, and left and the right, and like alternating that way. And then there's also wipes for each station. So after you're done with a piece of equipment, you'll wipe it down, put it back. Or if it's not something you can wipe down, like there's like this little area for desanitization. I think that's the right word. And so you just put it there. And so it seems like they're handling that part pretty well. And then like most of the practice, however, actually happens outdoors on the rugby and football fields.
Mhm.
And so you have like that open air, and like even then like we space each other out like even more than we normally would because there's just more space. And so overall I feel like it's going pretty well. It is a little hard running in a mask though, I will admit.
Mhm.
I have been struggling with my cardio, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I can actually also speak on the. Well, I'm not a student athlete, but I've been in the MAC a number of times now, specifically the pool. I've gone there a couple times now to swim. I guess the preface as well. I'm from California, and there's no such thing as an indoor pool
I'm
in
from Florida.
California, right? Not in Florida either, I'm sure. So I think I've been in an indoor pool before, but I hardly remember. So like when I went to the MAC, which has obviously an indoor pool, wow, it is very different from an outdoor pool. It
Is it,
feels
like, a
like
lot
there's a
hotter in there?
it's well, not hotter per se. It's just humid. Like it feels like there's a gentle pillow that just kind of is smothering you the entire time as you're walking in there, right? But yeah, I mean, there's 6 lanes, but only 3 are open. Every other one to maintain social distancing. You actually have to wear a mask while you swim. But no,
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, that's not
It's the
true.
second time he's tried that joke on this podcast.
Have I?
Yeah, you did that with Leo and John last week.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm reusing my jokes, aren't I? Damn. Okay. Well, um, no, but it is nice. But I think the reason why they're also not opening widener just yet is because I mean, wait, has anyone gone to the Mac yet?
Mhm.
Okay, but so basically you have to sign up for slots, and basically the Mac opens for an hour, then closes for half an hour to like sanitize every square inch, and then opens for another hour, and then repeats that for like 5 or 6 cycles every day.
Mhm.
Obviously that requires a lot of infrastructure and logistics and staff and all that. So I think the fact is that Widener is such a huge space, and obviously if they're going to allow students in there, they're going to need a lot of logistical planning to like, oh, it's going to close here and then they're going to sanitize and stuff like that. So I think it's going to open soon, but I'm sure they're still in the planning phase, if that makes sense.
You see, my thing is, BU's library is open. And BU doesn't have as many good liberties. Like, okay, look, I'm all for erring on the side of caution. But, like, at some point, it's kind of like, obviously, there's less chance of infection in the library than in the MAC. That's just, like, it's true. Like, you can just go to the library, sit there for 8 hours, leave.
True.
Like, I don't know. But again, I guess we don't go to BU, so I'll stop with
Yeah,
that.
honestly, are you like cross-registering with BU at this point or something? I mean, it feels
Anna's about to transfer
I'm gonna
schools halfway through the year.